Welcome to Chem for Kids. Today we're going to be making fluffy slime. In order to make it, you will need Elmer's glue, a foaming shaving cream, not gel, baking soda, food coloring, and equate contact solution, and water. You'll also need a large bowl, a spatula, and measuring cups.
Hey kids, before we get started, remember, making slime requires the use of chemicals and can be messy. Please keep ingredients away from your eyes and mouth and do not eat the slime or slime ingredients. Slime can get stuck to clothes, carpet, walls, and furniture, and can be extremely hard to clean. It may also tear the paint off of furniture and off of walls. And as always, please ask an adult for help before starting to make your slime. Now, let's get to mixing.
To start off with, you're going to need 2/3 of a cup of glue. Now please make sure that it is the white Elmer's glue. Any other glue might mess up the recipe or might mess up the end product. So I'm going to pour in about 2/3 of glue, just like that. I'm going to use my handy dandy spatula to scoop out the glue that doesn't want to come out. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take 1/4 of a cup of water, just like that, and I'm going to pour it in. And I didn't get quite enough, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit more. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to take baking soda and a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon, and I'm going to get in there and get 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Just like that. And I, again, didn't get quite enough, so I'm gonna scoop just a little bit more. Just a little bit. And then, I'm gonna add it to the dirty dishes pile. I'm gonna take my spatula, and I'm gonna stir up the water, the glue, and the baking soda. And I'm gonna make sure to get it really, really mixed up.
Want to know what happens if you don't add baking soda? Check it out.
So now we're gonna add some shaving cream. And it's really important to remember to get only 2 to 3 cups of shaving cream. And this one you can just eyeball. So what I like to do is I'm going to first uncap my shaving cream. Whoop! Casualty. Into the dirty dishes pile. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should be about enough. And this process is messy, don't worry about it. So please make sure to wear clothes you don't care about. Now we're just gonna mix in the shaving cream.
Want to know what happens if you add no shaving cream or way, way too much? Check it out. Check.
So now comes the fun part. We get to pick what color we want. As you can see, you can have any color of slime you want. It just depends on the type of food coloring you pick up. Now it's really important that it's not the gel food coloring, it's the liquid food coloring. And for my slime today, I think I'm gonna make purple. So, depending on how light or dark you want your purple, I'm gonna go for a darker purple. It just matters how much food coloring you add. So I'm going to add 3 drops of blue, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 drops of red. 1, 2, 3. And with the caps back on. And please make sure you have a parent with you doing this step, because food coloring doesn't just stain the slime, it's also gonna stain your clothes and your skin. So now I'm gonna mix up the colors. So for activator, we need a brominated contact lens solution. In order to figure out if your contact lens solution is brominated, you're going to go to the contents and you're going to look for sodium borate and boric acid. I've always found that equate works the best, and so that's what I'm going to be using. So I need 1.5 tablespoons of activator, but first I'm going to start with just 1. So now I'm going to add the first part of my activator into the bowl. And I'm not gonna put that in the dirty dishes, and I'm going to mix. And it should start clumping up, just like that. So this is what it's gonna look like if it's underactivated. It's not really slime yet, it's not really sticking together. It's really sticky. So how am I gonna fix that? I am gonna add more activator. I'm gonna eyeball it this time, and I'm gonna just add half of this. This time I'm gonna try and spread it out just a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna mix. Now in this step, it's really important not to overactivate the slime.
This is what an overactivated slime looks like. It's very rubbery, it doesn't pull as well, and it tears very easily.
And then when I'm satisfied, I'm gonna grab it off the spatula. I'm gonna put the spatula down. The surface is gonna get messy, but I knew that going in. And I'm gonna start to play with my fluffy slime. Look at that.
So, now that we've made some slime, let's see how it works. Slime is made from very big molecules called polymers. These big polymer molecules are made up of smaller repeating molecules called monomers. The white Elmer's glue we used to make the slime is made up of long chains of polyvinyl acetate molecules, or PVA molecules. These chains can flow past each other easily, making the glue easy to pour and move around. Besides glue, the other key ingredient for slime is an activator. This can be baking soda, boric acid, or liquid starch. The activators we used are baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, and boric acid. Today we're going to focus on the reaction between boric acid and polyvinyl acetate. When put in a solution, the activator, boric acid, breaks into borate ions. So here we lose the hydrogens, and these O's become negative, and it's no longer boric acid, but instead borate ion. These borate ions have a chemical reaction with the PVA molecules in the glue. This reaction is called cross-linking. And it's where the borate ions form weak bonds with the oxygen-hydrogen groups in the polyvinyl acetate. And this reaction links two different chains together. Let me show you what this looks like with a simpler drawing. Here we have our PVA chains in green. And then in pink, we're going to have cross links. Just like this. And these in pink, right here in the center, these are our borate ions. This cross-linking prevents the glue from flowing freely and turns it into a non-Newtonian fluid, which can flow like a liquid but gets thicker and harder to move as it's put under more stress. So, now you know the how and why of slime making.